I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record News Watch. 4 traffic summonses have been issued to the driver of a car that went out of control and slammed into a house on Albany Post Road in the town of Montgomery this morning. It happened shortly before 8 a.m. when the car, driven by 42-year-old Trista Santiago of Kerhonkson, veered off the road and crashed into the basement of the house at 2274 Albany Post Road. Santiago was freed from the wreckage by members of the Walden Fire Department, then airlifted to Westchester Medical Center for treatment of undisclosed injuries. The damaged house also serves as a pharmaceutical supply business. The owner was not there at the time. An inspector determined there was no serious structural damage done to the building. Police say Santiago was driving with a suspended license. She was also cited for speeding, running a red light, and passing on a double yellow line. And Montgomery police are investigating further to determine if Santiago was driving while impaired by either alcohol or drugs. New Windsor Supervisor George Green will be looking for specific information about financial help and timetables when it comes to the repair of the extensive storm damage done in his town when he attends a scheduled meeting tomorrow with officials from the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the State Department of Environmental Conservation. Tropical storms Irene and Lee turned the Moodna Creek into a devastating weapon, triggering a series of floods that damaged homes, roads, and bridges. In one instance, the Moodna eroded a cliff that endangered a now condemned house on Butternut Drive. Green's meeting will be a follow-up to last Friday's tour of impacted areas by Congresswoman Nan Hayworth, who says the Army Corps of Engineers may be needed to help with restoration projects. A summer camp building in Woodburn was badly damaged by a fire that was started when embers from mattresses that were being burned outside the building ignited the structure. Police say the on-site caretaker had been burning 10 mattresses about 10 feet from the Camp Nitra building off Bud Road yesterday afternoon. 2 firemen suffered heat-related injuries. No charges have been filed pending a complete investigation. Meantime, an elderly couple was severely burned in an explosion and resulting fire Saturday inside their home at Brink's Trailer Park in Lake Katrine. Ulster fire investigators believe a problem with the gas line between a propane tank and the stove touched off the explosion. Estimates are more than 1,000 people took part in the 8th annual Autism Move-a-thon at Thomas Bull Park in Montgomery on Sunday. The 1-mile walk and fair is held each year to increase awareness of autism spectrum disabilities. And yesterday's event raised $30,000 for Orange County families living with autism. Each family can apply for a financial stipend through the Mental Health Association that'll help them pay for autism therapies, medical interventions, and educational conferences.
Good bird. Hello, Bosco. How are you?
And if you love the colors of fall, then you would have loved the show of color that was on display Sunday inside the Liberty Ambulance Corps building. A variety of colorful birds were showing off their plumage during the 20th annual show sponsored by the Catskill Exotic Bird Club. While exhibitors brought their birds in for judging, club members worked to educate visitors about the plight of these endangered animals and the destruction of their habitats. And those thinking about owning a parrot, cockatiel, or any other exotic bird variety learned about the commitment they'll need to make to these high-maintenance pets.
It's not an ornament. It's not something that should be sitting in a cage 24 hours a day. It's a member of your family. They should understand what's happening to these birds and what these birds truly need to be a happy, successful pet and a permanent pet. They don't only live 14 to 15 years like a dog or a cat. They live very often much, much longer than we do. And so very often you need someone else in your family that wants the pet after you're gone. It's hard.
Cheeger said no one should ever buy a bird that was caught in the wild. That reflects the club's motto, domestically bred only. Let the wild fly free. We'll enjoy another day of nice weather before clouds and rain move in. Tomorrow will be sunny and pleasant with temperatures in the mid-70s. Clouds arrive late tomorrow, bringing us a dreary day Wednesday that will likely include some rain. The highs will be in the mid-60s. Keep clicking back here at Record Online for breaking news and get caught up on all the day's events by picking up tomorrow's edition of the Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.